Hello and welcome back to another episode of The Hangout. I'm your host, Tom George, and today I'm hanging with Sam Gullifer. Sam is a talented, young, strong climber from Victoria. He went through a big setback in his climbing career that may have put him in front, to be honest. His journey and his perspective of an injury that he went through has given him like a really, really nice outlook, I think, on life and a really mature outlook on climbing itself. And we go into it all. He created a film about the whole process called The Pocket That Broke Me, which he entered into Openprojects film competition last year, which I'm excited for this year as well. Can't wait for that one. And he ended up winning. Out of all the great films that were in Openprojects, Sam's film won. And I totally understand it. It's got such a cool character arc in it. You know, he's this young, strong 22-year-old climber, and he goes through this like pretty, I would say, life-changing injury where full rupture of a tendon, rolls up into the forearm. Doctors say they can't really fix it because you get into it. You hear about it in the episode, but basically he was only one of 3 climbers, I think, who have had this style of injury. And the way that he kept his hopes up and kept the spirit up, and way that he retrained and basically got back to where he was and further. Truly inspiring young dude to hear his story and to just so mature in the way that he handled all of this. And it shines a light on, you know, climbing is so important to all of us. I'm doing this because I love it. I'm climbing because I love it. I'm coaching because I love it. I set because I love it. But it's not everything, you know. And Sam was such a good reminder of that, you know, the things in his life. He found surfing again and got back into running and put time into his relationships, and he became a stronger climber because of that. So there's a deeper message in Sam's story, and he tells it in such a cool way. And I advise you all to check out Openprojects film that Sam created, The Pocket That Broke Me, which I think I'm going to label this podcast the pocket that built him, because who knows what he would have been doing if that didn't happen. I think he just would have been all in on climbing and building that identity around it. And now he has this more holistic approach to climbing, and climbing just as hard. Big messages. So I hope you all enjoy this episode. It's a fun one. I hope you all also enjoying the latest episode of The Hang Times. Episode 1 come out. Just news and information, sometimes discussion, cool climbs, history of climbs, all the stuff that's happening around the country in climbing that I want to tell you about every fortnight, matching the guest episode every fortnight. So I'm going back to a weekly release, but shorter episodes in between. We're chilling. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it all. And climbing feels good. Climbed at Urban Climb last night and had a great session. So I hope you all enjoy this session. If you're training, listening to this is awesome. If you're driving, listening to this, awesome. If you're working, listening to this, awesome. Maybe don't listen to it while you're sleeping. I don't think my voice is that soothing, but I hope you are all enjoying The Hangout, and I hope you all enjoy episode 16 of The Hangout with Sam Gullifer.
Basically, rock climbing became a way of life.
You got it. Is that so? In the film, is that your home wall?
Yeah.
Sick. That looks nice.
Yeah, it's good.
Looks nice.
Yeah, it's fun.
Bit of a blend of things, not just like little crimps. I saw like a couple of bigger holds on it and stuff.
Yeah, it's got a bit of everything. Yeah.
Nice.
Some like broken holds from work at Boulder Lab, and then some wooden things are made and stuff with board, and yeah, it's good.
Broken is in hard to trust broken, or broken as in it's okay?
Nah, no, you can trust it. It's just like commercially, it's not. Yeah, it doesn't work. Like one of them, the whole like bolt hole that the bolt goes in has just ripped out. So there's just a circle in the hole where the like bolt hole used to be.
Oh yeah.
So
we'll just screw it in.
Yeah, I just put a bunch of screw holes around it. It's fine. Yeah.
Nice. Well, I guess the big reason why I've brought you on here as well,
yeah,
is is the film that you've produced and made and starred in.
Yeah.
Which was an epic story. I think like the pure character arc, if you're thinking of like a Hollywood film, you're going through like, you have the character, he goes through adversity, comes out the end and achieves. Like it's just like the most, like, it's like a cookie cutter, perfect storytelling, you know?
Redemption arc.
Totally. Yeah, for sure. And your story has that and then some. With you pulling first prize of this Openprojects film competition. Yeah. Because of the story, which must be gratifying in itself. But maybe not more so than the process and the learnings from
definitely
the actual journey. So let's go into you telling us a little bit about Narcosis, the story of Narcosis, which is a 8A plus in Nowra. Yeah. Tell me more about the first times that you found Narcosis.
So going back to August 2023, had pretty bad synovitis in my right middle finger in the lead up to it that I guess I just wasn't respecting, trying to climb through it. It's being dumb, kind of like taking anti-inflammatories and pushing it. Me and my mate Kyle were driving up to Brisbane for a climbing comp, bouldering comp. Then we thought we'd have like a few days to a week in Nowra. And at the time, the hardest I'd climbed was 29, and I had the goal of wanting to climb 30. And I found Narcosis. I thought it kind of suited my strengths at the time. Pretty short, power endurance, roof climbing, I started trying it and got pretty psyched on it. And then second session, I just wasn't really warm enough, kind of pulled straight on. The pocket that broke me is like big, deep 3-finger pocket, like jug, but you kind of got to like jam the fingers in. So you cross into that and like tag a little nothing intermediate and do a big throw to a jug, and I missed the jug, tried to catch myself on the intermediate, but there's nothing there, and like I couldn't let go of the right hand, so just shock loaded it. Big snap, big loud pop, a lot of pain,
horrifying sound.
Yeah, it's not very nice. So then fell, a lot of pain. Kind of presumed it would be a pulley at first. I dealt with some like pulley strains in the past, and I thought maybe I just fully ruptured the pulley, like it's just snapped. So then I kind of let it chill for a couple of days, and Kyle dropped me at the hospital and got an ultrasound which said that the pulley had ruptured. So I flew back home, and Kyle kept going to Brisbane, and then saw some physios and kind of started trying to rehab it as you would for a pulley, and then I still just lacked this ability to crimp this joint. Lacked that.
You can fully see it. Hey?
Yeah. And I mean, there was a lot of pain at the time, and I just, I felt like something wasn't right. So I went and saw a surgeon, and he sent me off to get an MRI. And then that said that the pulley is fine, but the actual tendon had snapped at the base of the finger and like retracted back into my palm. And you could feel it, the little end of the tendon just sitting there in the palm. And I guess like the biomechanics of it, like the tendon runs to the base of the finger, splits into 2 smaller tendons, and it snapped where all 3 ends of tendon meet. So after a few different opinions and seeing some different surgeons, they came to the conclusion that they could grab all 3 ends of tendons and tie it back together, but it would create this big lump of scar tissue that wouldn't be able to run through the pulleys. So the finger would just be stuck straight.
What would be the benefit of that? Like, why would someone go through with that in terms of going through the surgery, but to still have the finger immobile?
I just think you wouldn't, like they don't do it. Yeah. And that's why they don't do it. Yeah. So it's like, in theory, you could, fix the tendon, but you'd be worse off for it.
Yeah. Yeah. Shit.
Yeah.
Let's not go down that path.
No, definitely not. Yeah.
And you didn't, which was cool. Like you went and sourced alternative methods, or just like took it upon yourself. Tell me more about that.
Yeah. So, I mean, at first I kind of didn't, like the surgeon was like, oh, I can't fix it. You're just going to learn to climb on it. And I wasn't like happy with that. So I was like, I'm going to see another surgeon, said the same thing. And then, I think after 3 opinions, I was kind of like, okay, now it's not going to get fixed. I just need to learn how to climb without it. Then that started that process. I went to Boulder Lab, like pulled onto like a 1 massive jugs. And as soon as I pull on and like flex the muscle, it just pulled the end of the tendon like through my carpal tunnel into my forearm. That was very painful, almost as painful as the injury. And that was hard, to have this first and I was trying to be pretty positive about it. Like, I'm coming back to climbing. Like, I'm going to get back. Like, it's going to be okay. And then you pull on to like jugs and it ends in so much pain. I was kind of like, oh, well, is this going to work? Like, am I going to, like there's a bit of doubt there.
The doubt starts to come in.
Yeah.
It's so demoralizing. Like, to be you yourself, like if it happened to me, I'd be like, heartbroken and struggling to fight my way through it as well. But I don't have a large climbing career ahead of me. I'm not. How old are you?
22.
Not a young 22-year-old whippersnapper. Who is strong, who has been like having all this momentum in his climbing journey, is building his life around climbing, and then for this to happen, all this wave of doubt's going to come in, and it feels like you've handled it in a very mature way. Like the doubts come in from yourself or from external forces, and especially like when you're pulling on jugs and not being able to climb, like the thoughts and the feelings of being like, am I ever going to be back to where I was? Or maybe not even that question, like, am I ever going to just be able to climb and enjoy climbing again? Like if you're climbing on, not to grade zone, but like a 3 at Boulder level or something like that, and it's just hurting, it would push you out of the sport.
Yeah. And I mean, that was the doubt, I guess. And there's a lot of up and down. Like there were good days and bad days. And like that was a pretty bad day.
Yeah.
Then there were like lots of good days, like celebrating the milestones, like my first 5, my first 6, my first 7. Like that is, I think, what got me through it.
Seeing the progress.
Yeah.
And it felt like, watching that film, which was so well done, I thought, watching the film, the way that they sort of said after, doing some of the rehab and the exercises and then going overseas and like kind of finding the climbing journey again and then building your way up through the 20s and getting to a point where you send to 29, which would have at that time, that would have been
the hardest I'd climbed. Yeah.
Like matching the hardest or just still the hardest?
It was, matching. I think that was my 4th 29.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That must be, it
was pretty nice.
Yeah. Feeling with a bit of confidence.
Yeah, definitely. Because like before that trip, I guess I didn't know what climbing would look like in the future. I didn't, like, at first I wasn't actually going to go on the trip. I was like, oh, like my finger's cooked. Like I just going to stay home. But then I was like, oh, I'll just go and like do some easy climbing and hang out on the beach and in the jungle and just like.
That's what's cool about climbing. It's also nice just to watch as well. Like if other people are climbing, you're like, I'll come out to the crag.
Yeah.
I'll come watch.
And that's what like I fell in love with climbing about in the first place, is just being out in these places and with these people. And I think it made me, reevaluate why I do these things. And ultimately that's why I still went on the trip. I was like I just love climbing for being in these places and around these people. So I'm going to go and do that. So there's no real expectations around what I would do over there. And I just kind of kept surprising myself. Like I climbed 20, 23, 25, 27, and then 29. And then that was like, okay, like I can climb, which is a really good feeling.
Still got it.
Yeah. And there was still weakness there. Like I definitely found something that suited the hand and the finger, because there's still stuff, that suited and stuff that is bad for it. It highlights that kind of weakness.
And what does suit it?
Like dragging definitely feels really good. Yeah. Crimping still feels quite good. Anything where it's flat, it feels the worst. So like the Beastmaker slope is really bad, or just like narrow pinches where, I guess where all the knuckles are straight, it feels the worst in.
Yep. Can you feel, like, does the sensation go in there as well, or you can still like get feeling and everything there? It's just movement, no pain.
Actually, feel like now it feels completely normal. Like it feels like I'm just full crimping.
Oh, okay.
Which like I look at it and I know I'm not.
Right.
But it feels just normal.
And I wonder if that's because of like a part of the healing journey that you went through as well is with your uncle who's an osteo, and like you did that phantom limb training and taught the mind to, like, I guess, maybe you speak to what it taught the mind to do. Yeah.
So it was, like as you would for a phantom limb syndrome patient, you'd put like a mirror in front of the bad hand or limb or like whatever's missing, and you mirror it against your other hand, which is good. So I'd like be crimping my left hand and then looking at this mirror, making it look like my right hand was crimping. I kind of was at that point where when I started doing this, I was willing to try anything. I just wanted to get it strong and be able to climb. And I had this little routine I would do a couple of times a day with like putty, like tendon glides, and just rehab exercises and some no hangs. So I thought I'd just chuck this in there as well, and like there's no harm. I don't know how much I thought it would help at the time, but I was just willing to do anything.
I always find that stuff so interesting. Like the only thing I really know about the phantom limb is what the magicians do.
Yeah.
Where they put the mirror in and they tickle your hand with a feather to make you feel like it's, and then hit it with a hammer and it's not really actually your hand.
Yeah.
And it speaks to like the power of the mind, but also I guess the fragility of it as well. Like if you're looking at a mirror consciously, you could kind of understand it's a mirror, but your brain also isn't really, like, you're tricking the brain in what seems like something quite like simple, which is something like it's kind of unusual that the brain is like just like this super intelligence and you can like train it in such specific ways, but it's also like you can also trick it like quite easily. I wonder if we can trick it into other things.
Yeah, probably.
Maybe it's getting tricked into other things that we don't want it to as well.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's what an interesting avenue to go down and to kind of phantom limb train it. At what point through that healing journey or like the rehab journey did you feel like it was getting like stronger, like rather than just like getting rehab and getting maybe the pain out of it and movement through it? Like were you like, oh, I can pull on this again?
I think in Laos in Thailand, that was the first time where I felt like I could pull. Like I hadn't pulled at all really before then.
Yeah, okay. How long after that was
That was about 3.5 months.
Yeah. Yeah, it's quick.
I guess I also think that was kind of the first time I tried to pull on it, because there was a lot of pain before then, and it was a lot of I never felt ready. I mean, it had been so soon, like I wasn't ready. Yeah, that was the first time. Yeah, I felt like I could pull, and then I came back and I knew that there was still a lot of work to do. Like there was still a lot of weakness and a lot of like especially climbing the gym. I feel like there's so many different styles of climbing around. It's easy to kind of test what do I feel good in, what do I feel bad in. Like I think that's when I really started to put the work in, like with climbing and trying to just get it good.
For sure.
Yeah.
Man, what a freaking journey it is.
Yeah.
Like it's I don't know. I don't think we like climbing films, I feel like are so much about the climbing in itself. You know, like I can't really think of a film off the top of my head that's like based around the redemption story of an injury. Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Which I think is like, I don't know. It's such a cool way to show it and a cool way to show.
I get the Tommy Caldwell reference a lot.
That one's a pretty big one as well, isn't it? Yeah.
That's the only thing I can think of there.
That is the only thing. Yeah. Well, did you use any of that energy? Did you use any Tommy Caldwell to be like, he said fuck it to the people as well?
Kind of, a little bit. Yeah. A lot of, that's the most common comment I get.
Yeah. I didn't even reference that for some reason.
Yeah.
That's totally, I could see why that would come up so much.
Yeah.
Yeah. To lose a finger and to come back and.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty nice to fully lose the finger. Like it's.
Like index as well. It's like, it feels pretty important, huh?
Yeah, definitely.
Throughout the journey though of, you know, like start to finish through the recovery process, you dipped out a little bit of climbing, it feels like, to clear your head. And this is all just reference from the movie. I don't know if that's what it feels like to you, but you know, you reference to your running and everything like that as well, moved into running. Yeah. How important was the running for you? And was there parts of you that felt like maybe you were going deeper into running because you were like trying to avoid and run away from the problem itself?
Maybe partly. I think a big thing was, I mean, there's so many other things in my life that I value other than climbing. Like surfing is a big one. Running, just like friends and family and stuff. And I think having like the idea of having climbing taken away made me really, like value all of these other things. And I think, running, like I've been running for a long time. It's always been like a big thing to me. So I think that was just naturally something to turn to. When I couldn't climb, it was running. I don't know, I like got into running for a while and I like got into marathons and doing triathlons. And it just got to like, I just lost what I was doing it for. Like going for a 3 or a 5K run or something like that, I find like the most like revitalizing, mind clearing, just like this really, really nice experience. But then anything starting to get further on from that, it's just like where it feels like a grind. And I don't want to use running to grind. Like I want to use running to like feel free and feel like, you know, if I'm like really like stuck in my head, it just alleviates that completely.
Yeah, but getting into it too seriously was not the thing for me. Where climbing is like, if I get into climbing seriously, like that's where I still get out of my head. Like, I don't know, because I'm so much more in my process. There's not like, for me, my hips running are insanely painful. Yeah. But for me, climbing, it's just like, pump, which isn't like, that's handleable rather than just like hips feeling like they're grinding on each other. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
I felt like that a bit when I was really into running when I was younger. Like I ran a marathon when I was 14. Nice. And that just like blew up my knees though. Like I think that was like, I didn't really run because my dad's a big runner. So I used to run a lot. That was kind of what I was really passionate about before climbing. Like I was kind of doing both at the same time, and it was like, running was more important than I was just climbing on the side, and then that kind of slowly switched. But I think that marathon was kind of a catalyst for that. Like it just actually destroyed my knees. Yeah.
Yeah, that was almost the same. I mountain biked a little bit as well, and my last race was like, I'm done. Yeah. Like it's just removed the fun out of the sport for me. Yeah. And it was just like, that was just painful. Yeah. That one was just painful. Hadn't really gone back since. Yeah.
But it's been nice to come back to running a little bit. I think it's now, because I used to run competitively, and that was very, like just like athletics and cross country and stuff. Okay. And yeah, it's nice to kind of come back to it, but without that. Like I don't really care about trying to run really fast or far. I just like to run because I like running.
Yeah, just get out and go.
Yeah.
How important do you feel like taking a break from climbing is? Or just even not just climbing, but like a passion or something like that? Like really just taking the moment like you have, almost forced in a sense. Yeah. But how important is taking breaks? Do you feel like that was to your journey?
I think it's very important. Something I've been like very scared of actually in the past. I think it's like, I think I've maybe had an unhealthy attachment to climbing in the past. That's something that this injury and everything kind of taught me. But like, I remember in high school being terrified of the idea of going on like a week or a 10-day school camp because I wouldn't get to climb because I just feel like I'd get weak in that time, which is just wrong. Like you're not going to get weak taking 10 days off. Like, I think just this attachment to have to be constantly, I don't know. I just think it's unhealthy. And I think it has led to like delusions in my head that make me push myself more than my body can handle. I think that is what has led to some of these injuries. Feeling like I need to keep going because I'm just so attached to this thing, which I think is, not very healthy. Like I think you can want something really bad without being really attached to it. I think that's kind of something that I've learned through this. Yeah. And I think taking big breaks is, that's how you get rid of that attachment, I think. Being okay with that and knowing that it's fine if you take a week off.
And saying that there's like you were just saying, like there's also other important things out there, like the relationships that you're making and other past things like surfing and catching up. Like just there's a lot out there. Yeah. I hear a lot of people like talk about they're using like the I am, like I am a climber, and like fully attaching to the climber, and then you fully attach into the climbing, and it's like if your climbing's not good, then you're not good. And like really like trying to create that separation between self and the thing that you do, because you're not that thing, Yeah. And I think it shows like maturity and growth in yourself as well. If you're having that perspective, like saying that you have a tendonitis or synovitis pre-Nowra trip and almost ignoring and like not listening to the body's signals and taking Voltaren to mask it and the consequences of not listening to the body and potentially having breaks and all these kind of things is where you found yourself. But then the growth, this is where I get confused as well. Like I think like I just got over, so I was sick, but without the sickness, I wouldn't have remembered specific things. And it's the same as like, injuries, sickness, failures, like they're all our biggest teachers.
Definitely.
Like we're not, if everything's just going well, like we're not going to be really thinking too much about the process. And, the sickness that I had, I couldn't really like breathe through my nose properly. And if I was like eating and everything like that as well, or even just sitting there, I had such a big headache and I'd just have to sit there and just just like focus, like purely on, otherwise my headache would hurt way too much.
Yeah.
And just sit there and focus on my nasal breathing.
Yeah.
And like, that's such a message that I needed as well, you know, and with all my failures and everything like that, that's where I've had the most amount of growth.
Yeah.
Would you agree with, so it's so nice to welcome all these like failures and injuries in, but from this perspective where you are now, would you say that you are happy, if that's the right word, with the injury and how everything went? Or like, yeah, I don't want to answer that for you.
No, I would say so. Yeah. Like, I think if I had my time, like I don't regret any of it. Like, of course I made mistakes, but like I learned from those mistakes. Like, I feel like, yeah, I probably wouldn't do anything different. Like, I know what I did was stupid. I was like, not listening to my body, but like, I wouldn't, have these reflections and thoughts that I have now if that didn't happen. I think I'd probably just be making the same mistakes. Like, even if the same outcome didn't happen, I think I'd just be as attached to climbing, and I think it'd be, at a loss to me because of that.
No, it's so important to reflect. And like, I think we only get those times to reflect when we're taking breaks, or when we're injured, when we're sick, when we're doing, what we perceive as potentially negative to what we're trying to pursue. Yeah. Like, that's the time that we can actually reflect, and unless you're, writing about it, speaking about it, that sort of thing. But yeah, I don't know. It's so important to do these things, to take the breaks, go for a run. Yeah. The journey that you're on, which, you're probably still on as well. Like, it's always a learning curve, but it was filled with a lot of doubt. Yeah. How did you best overcome this sense of doubt? Because it was coming from yourself. You had some strong willpower to overcome it, but you also was coming from the doctors or the surgeons or other sources saying that, you're not going to be this climber again. You're not going to be this grade 30 climber. You're not going to be able to do it. You might not even climb ever again. Yeah. How did you overcome this sense of doubt?
I mean, I think it was always there. And I think at times I probably believed it. Like, there were definitely times where I thought I wouldn't climb that hard again. But I just think, it's like whether you try or not, like, you may as well try. Like, either I try and I fail and I can't climb hard again, or I try and I succeed and I do climb hard again. So I think it was just, I was willing to try, and then through trying, I feel like I just proved to myself that doubt wasn't legit, and I could climb hard again. I think it was just the act of trying, and then, building self-belief.
I mean, I recommend you to reflect on that as well. Like, I think what you've done is incredibly powerful, to be able to draw upon that experience and use that as a young man, but to be able to use this whole experience of like triumph over serious adversity and like, to stay like relatively cool, calm, collected, and have faith in yourself and believe in yourself in failures and roadblocks and everything like that as well is going to give you so much hope in the future.
Yeah, something to draw on.
And it feels like throughout the film you had that as well. There's a quote from you which I frothed, and it was, "I've started to eliminate doubt." This is when you were looking back at the climb, maybe a couple burns in or something like this. "I've started to eliminate doubt. I know I can do it, so I'm willing to put a bit more pressure on myself," which I find so sick, because I think myself and maybe a lot of climbers, the pressure comes first, and completely feeling that pressure and then trying to find confidence behind pressure is always hard, but like just almost moving or doing what you can do until you get to that point where it's just like, okay, I've, like in your instance, like, I feel like I'm confident in my finger. I'm confident on the climb. I feel like I can do this. Now the time I can actually start putting this like self-perceived pressure on myself to perform. Yeah. Where does that come from? Like, where does this kind of awesome, positive, like mature mindset come from?
I think like I went into it, trying not to put any pressure on myself. Like, I think there was a big question mark about how the finger would actually feel on the climb, back in the pocket that snapped it. So I feel like, there were lots of kind of question marks. And I think because of that, I didn't want to put a lot of pressure on myself. And even people at the time that I told I was going to go and do the climb, a lot of people were like, "Oh, like, are you ready? Is your finger ready? Like, do you feel a lot of pressure?"
Doubters.
Yeah, doubters. Yeah. And I just I was like, nah, like I don't feel any pressure. And I think I was probably kind of lying to myself at the time. But I think that kind of played to my advantage, just to kind of not speak it into existence. I was just like, it's a bit of delusion, but I think I kind of needed that. And then it was, a few burns in, like I knew that the finger felt fine on the climb and in the pocket, and I kind of fell right at the crux at the top. So I knew, I was like, okay, I can do it. I know I can do it. And now that I know I can do it, I'm willing to like accept the pressure, I guess.
I think that takes so much maturity and like thought, which I find so sweet for a 22-year-old. Like, I'd love to have that as a 32-year-old.
Yeah.
You know, like that's so sweet.
Yeah.
The actual like the climb in and of itself, like building the energy up to go back and do the climb is also like encouraging and courageous, I find. You know, like there's not many times people want to face what it is that set them back, or like what their maybe perceived demons are and everything like that as well. And you had the idea to go back relatively soon, and you know, where did this idea come from in terms of wanting to like really close this knot?
I guess it was like I never didn't want to go back to it. You know, I was like, I know I can do it. Like even when the injury happened, I felt pretty close to being able to do it. And then obviously it caused this whole thing that I was like, you know, I need to go back eventually and do it. And then Phil Lee, who came up with the idea, I was at a comp last year, maybe a year after the injury happened, and he mentioned he's a physio as well, so he was quite interested in the like biomechanics behind the injury. So yeah, he mentioned the idea then, and said I'd be keen, but I wasn't ready at the time. So we just said in the future, you know, when I feel ready, we'll make it happen. And then Mallow released their like Mallow Rock Games applications, and he sent that to me and was like, "Oh, like, are you ready? You know, like, should we make this film?" And I just felt ready. I feel like if I doubted myself and I was like, "Oh, not yet," I would have listened to that, but I don't know, it just felt right. So yeah, we did it.
Get the film crew out there and go.
Yeah.
No, how is it to organise like a shoot like that? It seems like there was a, you know, if I'm crediting a film, it's me and my partner. You know, like the film credits that you had, it had, you know, a few of your belayers and assisters, then, you know, people who would put up the ropes. Like,
yeah, it was pretty legit.
Yeah,
it was more legit than I thought it was going to be.
It looked it.
Yeah.
So
we had like a fixed line set up with someone on the filming from above. And then there was another guy filming on the ground, like pretty serious camera setups, microphones. Like I hadn't been around anything like that before. And there was a drone, and then another guy like rigging everything. Whoa! It was pretty full on.
So there's one dude that rigs all the ropes.
Just a mate.
I suppose camera operators and stuff like that. Like because you're BD and Evolve athlete.
Evolve, yeah.
Do they bring the crew in, or is it like...
Nah.
Oh, okay.
So they put in some money after it was all done to kind of sponsor it.
Yeah.
Because these guys didn't get any money or anything as it was happening. It was very much just like a passion project.
Yeah.
And the guy rigging, he was just a mate of all of ours. So Phil and Dave, the guys filming, like they have a lot of videography experience, but nothing really on a rope. And then, this was a friend, Dave Chai. He actually used to coach me when I was young, and then now he sets with Phil at Rocket.
Cool.
And he's has a lot of rope experience, so he came to just help rig everything and make sure the guys knew how to get up the rope and ascend and everything, and which is nice because I feel like I could have helped that, but it was nice for me just to focus on the climb. It was nice to just go and do my thing.
Was it hard to remove the fact that it was being filmed? Like, did that play a part of the pressure as well?
It was on the ground, especially with the drone and stuff, like, because there were other people around. I didn't want to be like, you know, like you've got this big loud drone going, and I didn't want to be like a nuisance. So I think like I thought about that a little bit when I was on the ground, but like when I was climbing, I feel like I'm pretty good at just blocking everything out when I climb. I don't really think about much.
Go mode.
Yeah. So yeah, like in some respects, yes. In other respects, it was like pretty fine.
Yeah, once you're climbing, you're kind of just climbing.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
What was it like to put a proper ribbon on that journey and tick Narcosis?
It's pretty cool.
I
Yeah.
bet.
Yeah. Yeah. It was a good feeling. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it must be filled with so many emotions, you know? Yeah.
Yeah. I also kind of like, I don't know. I feel like I knew it was going to happen anyway.
Right.
Like I mean, it was cool. It was awesome, but I don't know. There's something, just the pressure of, you know, we've got 2 days here. You have to get it done. All these people have come up. I feel like I just tricked myself into, again, maybe a bit of a delusion, but I was just like, I'm going to do it.
And did it.
Yeah. Which is
so
cool.
sick.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's so sweet, dude.
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
It's so sick. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's such a good film. It's such a good arc.
Yeah.
So you said it was Phil had the idea to do Mallow Rock Games, but it went into, did you do both Mallow and Open Projects, which you ended up winning?
Yeah, it was meant to be for Mallow originally. That was the idea. And we filmed like a week before the submissions were due. So we got back and then the guys were just editing nonstop, like working really hard. And then ended up submitting it 2 hours late for the submission deadline. So it didn't get accepted by Mallow.
So close.
Yeah, it was a bit of a bummer.
Totally.
But I think they appreciated a bit more time to kind of, you know, because there were quite a few different versions of it. So it was nice, I think, for them to have a bit more time to refine it and come out with these different versions and work on things. So I think it probably turned out better because of that. And then, we had a few screenings at some gyms just to kind of see what people thought of it. And then the plan was to submit it to Banff, Mountain Film Festival.
Sweet.
Yeah. I'm not sure if they ended up submitting it or not, but and then they announced the Open Project competition, and it just all kind of fell into place. It was good timing. Yeah.
Perfect timing.
Yeah. Couldn't have planned it better.
Couldn't have planned it better. I
Yeah.
literally couldn't have planned it better to like even take the dub.
Yeah.
Go through and take the win as well is
Yeah, that's pretty
so
cool.
well deserving. Although there was like on Open Projects Com, there were some great films up on there.
Very great.
Yeah. And I can't wait if they're listening.
Yeah.
Do it. Well, this will be coming out in 2026, so do it this year.
Yeah.
Do it again, because I think it's such a great way to promote Australian climbing and the people involved in it, not just the climbers, but like to actually see really nice directors, cinematographers, and everything like that as well.
And places like Wilson's Prom, I feel like you don't see much climbing about that, or even like Cathedral, the balconies. It's like, it's cool to see. Like,
Yeah, and to see other scenes as well. Like I don't really know much about the Adelaide scene, but to see like the G Wood crew and everything like that as well, like they're frothing it over there as well.
Definitely,
you know?
yeah, it's sick.
It's not just like these little hubs that you know of, like Grampians and Blueies. Like there's we're nationwide, and
definitely
any time that we can see that, promote that, hear about that, like it only grows the scene in Australia. And I think that's like any kind of media around that, I think is super important in terms of growing the culture and I know feeling the wave of momentum, you know.
Definitely.
Yeah. And feed money back into Australian climbing. I think if we can do that, like and like to feed, you know, we were speaking about this pre-podcast as well, but to feed the media so then like the international climbers come back and like it's all that does is grow. Like you were speaking about hanging with and Blaine, Oliver Schmidt.
Yeah.
And him putting up hard lines and everything like that as well. like there is still good stuff here. There's still stuff to do, stuff to develop in places as well.
And it's sick to see that, like being out in the Grampians the last few months. There's a lot more international people coming to climb, which is cool because there wasn't that for a while. Like the bands are announced and then people just stopped coming, but it's cool to see people coming back, which is rad.
It's crazy how far it's spread. Like I climbed at Smith Rock in September, I think, or something like this. And I had a guide out with me and we were saying where he's from. He's like, the Grampians, man, it must suck like to have a place like that that's just closed. And I'm like, I mean, there's definitely areas that are, but like it's not, you know, like they just hear that it is and it's prevented it. So if we can get the word out there and, you know, we get the word out to the internationals come and send hard climbs and you know, do all the cool stuff. Which is happening. Yeah. People are on some tears, huh?
Yeah. Oliver's been putting down. It's good.
Yeah, I'll be keen. I'll love to have him on.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
So what's happening in your? So now that like this, it feels like a chapter is like maybe even the book. Like it's all come to a really nice close for yourself.
Yeah, it has.
what is now? What do you look for? What's inspiring you to get out on rock?
I'm keen to train for a bit now. Because I took a big break kind of with this other injury that happened post narcosis. I got back from Gramps feeling not very strong or powerful. So yeah, keen to train, get back in shape.
Yeah.
And then next year, just climb some routes. I'd love to get to a place where I can start trying punks. That's a big goal. It's been like a life goal of mine. And I feel like I'm getting closer to being able to do that.
Sick.
Yeah, and Nowra, I'm going back to Nowra in like April, May, so that'll be good. I really like it down there. It's cool up there.
Yeah. What are the routes like there? Like, it's kind of a spread of things, or is it quite like Narcosis style? Isn't just the style that's there, like steep and sort of pockety, pumpy, short.
There's lots of stuff. Lots of long roofs, lots of roof climbing, which is cool. Like I would say, like Narcosis isn't very endurance-y. Like it's pretty much Boulder. But there's some just big roofs. Like there's a bit of everything really. But yeah, sick caves, which I feel like there's not a lot of that in the Grampians. There's a lot of at least open cave climbing.
Yeah. No, I've really only like Sentinel is the steepest that I've climbed it. I think there at the moment. Yeah. I don't know if it's steeper than that.
Yeah, not really. There's a new cave that's been developed in like I Forget Walls. I don't know if you've been there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wait. Oh yeah, I have.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's cool down there.
Yeah.
I didn't climb. I just went there to actually, like go watch a mate.
Yeah.
I was on a photo shoot for this podcast. And he was in the area, so I'm like, I'll come watch.
Yeah. There's some potential for a lot more hard climbing in that cave as well.
Yeah, that rock looks wild because I don't know whether it's just water runoff or what, but it's like kind of black in there as well.
Yeah, in some sections.
Yeah,
it's dark, but good quality rock. It's good.
Yeah, it looked like I don't know the names, but it looked like there was like a real nice high quality 25 that kind of ran through as well. Yeah. I'd be interested to go back out there. Yeah, and that looks sweet.
Yeah. That it reminds me of Nowra, that cave, I would say.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. Any plans to spend some more time in a place? Like what if you've done your 4 months in the Grampians? Yeah. Is there like, I'm only speaking of the major spots, but like go to Tassie, spend time in Tassie.
Yeah, definitely.
Blueies, Nowra.
Yeah. I mean, I'd love to eventually, I don't think I'm very close to doing this, but I'd love to do the whole lap of Australia. Spend a big stint in Blueies and then go up to Queensland and Coolum and Frog everywhere. And Tassie, I'd love to spend summer in Tassie. But for now, it's also tempting to go back to the Grampians for a while. I think this year I'll either spend another stint out there or like just weekend warrior it. Because like I'm setting at Boulder Lab, which is a great job and I love that. And I think that would work quite nicely to just set during the week and then go up on weekends. But I'm definitely keen to climb a lot more outside. Yeah. Because I think I've gotten into a bit of a hole in the past of just training and competing and just climbing inside and setting. And I think, this last trip to the Grampians has just made me realize like this is why I love this. You know?
Yeah, for sure. So much about it.
Yeah.
It's not just the one thing, is it?
No, yeah.
Yeah, it's such an epic sport.
Yeah.
Lifestyle, I don't know. Yeah. It's not even really a sport. It's such an epic lifestyle to live.
Yeah, I agree.
Totally. And just kind of keeps on, like, even when you feel like it's, like your example, even when you feel like it's taking, like it gives so much as well. Like the perspectives that you have
definitely
on life and on the process, I think is awesome.
Yeah.
Did you struggle to find, like, just to go back into the process of the pocket that broke you, but also made you?
Yeah. The pocket that made me. We should rename it that.
Yeah. It's like a little cross out.
Yeah.
But definitely, physically broke you. Maybe physically broke you. It's a long name, but the pocket that physically broke me, but made me emotionally better.
Yes. Yeah. I like that.
We'll go next year. Mellow Games, we're coming for you.
Yeah.
I wonder if you could upload it next year at Mellow.
Yeah, I wonder.
I wonder.
Good question.
Yeah, but did you struggle with finding the meaning in things? I'd like taking the break, maybe have done it, but did you struggle to find like meaning in even just the small process and the steps during the injury of like not being able to climb? Were you in a space of, I guess, really, I don't know, is that were you struggling is a hard one, like a bit of an identity crisis as well.
Yeah, definitely. I think that is what led me to, like valuing these other things. I think that is where I found the meaning, because I think a lot of my meaning and identity before this was just all like entwined in climbing. So I think at first it was like, I did struggle to find meaning in things. I think that's what made me look to other things, which I think is something that I've like, taken with me today. It's like climbing's not everything.
Yeah. Do you think that would be the biggest lesson that you've learned from this whole saga?
Yeah, I'd say so. Just the attachment. I think it's like, even like outside of injuries and whatever, I think if you really want to like achieve a goal in climbing or whatever, I just think being super attached to it's not going to lend yourself to succeeding. I think you can really want something and really try hard and not be attached to the outcome.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I think that's super healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you perform best with that kind of mindset.
Yeah. Yeah. I think non-attachment is like the Zen way of climbing as well, you know?
Yeah.
But it is hard. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love hearing Sharma talk. It's just like ultra spiritual and woo woo. And then I also love Ron Kauk.
Yeah. Definitely.
You know, I think that's really nice. Like I think it's just like where they've been climbing for so long that's where like that's almost climbing enlightenment, you know?
Yeah.
Like they still can climb incredibly hard. Yeah. But seems like they're careless.
Yeah.
You know? Like there's this like duality of rock climber where incredibly strong and passionate, and they do care. Like they care about the climb, but also carefree.
Yeah.
Be a nice place to get to.
Definitely.
Be a really nice place to get to.
Yeah.
Big journey for yourself. What advice would you give someone going through the same situation?
Just not to give up. Just keep going. Like definitely times I wanted to give up and just stop, but even if you don't believe in yourself or you're listening to the doubt, just keep going and things will work out. Yeah, and listen to you, because you're a pure example of like facing those walls and kind of breaking through them. Yeah, it's awesome to see. It's very inspiring. Thank you.
You're welcome. Is there the pocket that maybe broke you physically, but emotionally it was really good for you? Is there other things in the past of climbing that you would like to speak to? Like I've bumped into you at Bayside and climbing, but I don't know a whole heap about your climbing. You've got a private crag, so I can't jump on there and talk about your sends, but
I didn't know that actually.
That it's private. It is private. Yeah.
Okay. I don't use it very actively. I don't really log stuff. But
I like to do a bit of a stalk and try and figure out where I'm at.
That.
But luckily there's a good film about you, which has a good amount of content where I can draw questions from anyway. Yeah. But just other things like what. Yeah, speak to like just your climbing, I guess, in general, unrelated to the injury. Well, I guess I started climbing in year 6, year 7, maybe when I was like 12. We had like a small woodie at our school, which is pretty cool. Corfu Grammar. Sweet. Yeah. Shout out. Yeah, it's just a little board essentially. So that was sick. That got me into it. My brother started climbing first, my older brother. And then he eventually joined the Hard Rock Youth Squad, and then I just followed him. And then maybe when I was 15, 16, my coach at the time at Hard Rock, Jonty, he took Kyle and I out to the Grampians to go climbing at Spurt Wall next to Taipan, and that was just eye-opening. That really, and I'm so grateful for him to do that, because he didn't have to, he was just a coach. He didn't have to, like, he was just going up on the weekend with his mates and he took us with him. Like it's huge. It sounds huge. Like and Kyle spoke about it as well, like the first trip out going to Spurt Wall from the Hard Rock crew. Yeah, it was unreal. Yeah. And Angus spoke about this in his episode as well. And it's like the three most important people of like a youth's life is the parents, mum, dad, and the coach, you know, and like what was his name again? Jonty. What he's, done for you guys is like lit this like intense fire inside you guys to genuinely epically fulfilling life, you know? Yeah. How cool is that? Yeah.
And my other coach at the time, Ben Olsen, I also owe a lot to him because he was like super stoked on climbing, and I think that just rubbed off on me. You know, like being around this person that is so like energetically in love with the sport. It just, I couldn't help but do the same. So I'm so grateful to both of them. They've very much fostered this psych and like led me to where I am now. And
then you've been the one that's been able to maintain it as well and keep the psych throughout.
Yeah.
But I mean, to have it given to you like that, I think is so awesome. And then to go straight to Spurt as well.
Yeah, I had done a bit with my brother before that, but nothing serious. Because he got his license when I was like 14, so we had been coming out a bit and just trying to like teach ourselves trad and just the full experience.
Yeah.
Far out. So it was pretty cool.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you are looking to move into, you already do a bit of youth coaching, but to move into like the coaching space and everything like that as well. Like, what an honor that would be. You know?
Pretty cool.
You pass that light and that fire onto some other young Mr. Gullifer.
Pass the torch.
Yeah. So sweet.
Yeah.
What an honor.
Yeah, it's sick.
Nice. So what is it about the coaching aspects that's really drawing you in?
I think it's the same thing that I feel like I've been on the other end of it. You know, I've had someone help support and foster my climbing and has pointed me in the right direction towards progress and improvement. And I think to exactly like you said, do the same thing, I think is awesome. Particularly with kids that really want to be there and they're psyched and like that's awesome. Like it's such an honor to be able to like be there for them and do that.
Totally. Sick, man.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be cool to do.
Yeah.
Get into your training phase, get into a coaching phase.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's just so many avenues of like if you picture climbing as like this ball of energy, like there's so many little energy avenues that you can just like spend it,
Yeah.
You can just go so many different directions with it all.
Which is awesome, like especially after doing it for quite a while. I think that's why there is so much longevity in it, because there's different avenues you can go down.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's endless passion.
Yeah.
And it's so nice. It's so rewarding to have as well. It's just something where you can not try it all and really enjoy, and try as hard as you can and really enjoy. Like it's I don't know, just being out there is just so nice. What was the goals with moving to the Grampians?
Well, I guess like in high school, that was kind of a dream of mine. It was just like dirt bag it, have a van, and so I bought that last year, and then just slowly doing it up, and then got to the point where I was like, oh, I got this van, I can like work's pretty flexible, I can go and do it, so like why not? Spent all spring out there. Had a bit of an injury at first when I first got out there, so the first month was pretty limited with what I could do. I couldn't climb a lot, but ended up getting I came back to Melbourne and got a cortisone injection, and that kind of fixed it.
Nice.
And then the last 3 months was just living the dream, just climbing, all the time. Yeah, it's good.
I think so many climbers probably listening to this are like in the city slicking lifestyle, and like they hear about the dirt bag. Like for me, it's such a like on a pedestal. From afar, I guess when you're in it, you're probably just like, I don't know, maybe you do enjoy it, but like living out of the van and making life like. It just slows down, I feel. Like just like when you are camping, everything just takes just that little bit more time. Yeah. And like, I guess you're more present with that as well. Yeah. Like making brekkie in the morning or making your coffee in the morning, like just when you're camping takes so much more time. Yeah. What is it that you love about the dirtbag lifestyle or living out of the van?
I do like the pace of it. It's pretty slow. It's pretty relaxed. I just love being out in the mountains in nature. And then, so it's like camping, living out there, and then just like climbing everywhere. Just epic climbing. It's
full exploration mode.
Yeah. Like I've always loved it out there. Like my brother and I have been going out there for like almost 10 years. So I feel like, Gramps has always had a pretty special place in my heart. So it was nice to go and put in a proper stint.
Were there places that you sort of discovered that you weren't aware of that was like mega crags?
No, I climbed on Taipan a lot more than I had in the past. That was kind of a goal going out there. I wanted to climb there a lot. I spent a bit of time in Raps, which I haven't. I've spent much more time at the Grampians than at Rapley's. So it's always nice when I do spend some time there. That was pretty much pretty much it.
For sure.
Yeah.
And then, like, if you're kind of dirt bagging in the Grampians, are you just pulling up the car wherever, moving it around, or did you have someone's like driveway to drop in on?
Yeah, there were kind of two main spots I stayed at. Just places in like clearings in the mountain. It's like Camp Sandy up north. I stayed there a lot, and then I had a job in Halls Gap, just working at a cafe. This is pretty nice, a really nice campsite, like 5-10 minutes outside of Halls Gap. So I kind of just floated between those two.
And that was just a free camping as well?
Yeah.
That's banging. It's kind of so well set up, huh?
Definitely.
It's the spot for it.
Yeah.
And then what would you do? You just have use like the Halls Gap showers at the pool and stuff like that?
There's free showers in Pomona actually that are open 24/7.
Oh, sweet.
They're always unlocked. You can go in whenever. So I ended up using them a lot. I tried to shower before every shift at work. I thought that was a good. habit
Tried
get
to.
into. Yeah.
Didn't eventuate every time.
Yeah. It's pretty nice. And they got like bins there and like stuff to fill up your water, and it's nice to just restock. When I've spoken to other people that live in Halls Gap, and I think you did it probably at the right time as well. I've heard the winters can be a little bit especially if you go in there to climb as well. It's just a bit demoralizing. Yeah.
But what were like the highlights, like living out there? What was the big like selling points for someone to go out there?
Well, it's a beautiful place.
Totally.
And like it's cool being out there as well as the seasons change. Like I got there in August, and like it's pretty cold, and like the days are pretty short. And then spring, it just gets so beautiful. Like all the wildflowers come out, the orchids.
It's kind of life.
Yeah. All the canola fields go yellow. Like it's just beautiful. Days get longer. I think spring is definitely a good time to go.
Yeah.
It's just beautiful.
What would be Grampians like peak season? Would it be in spring, or is it?
I think spring or autumn.
It's just either one.
I don't think it really matters, but September's pretty good. It's good conditions.
Yeah.
Still get those sunny days, but it's still cold.
And the days are getting longer as well, which is nice.
Yeah, that's a big.
Rather
Especially
than
working at the cafe, it was as the days got longer, it meant I could climb after work, which was pretty nice.
Yeah. Man, what a dream!
Yeah, it's good.
What a dream!
Yeah.
And now you got the van. What are you doing with it? You just
it's just what I drive around. So I'm back at home, living at home, and then it's nice to have the van if I like go away for a weekend or go to the beach. I like surfing as well, so it's nice to have that. Makes camping pretty nice.
Yeah, for sure.
I think I'll eventually do another big trip. Not sure what yet, but
big trip in just like, would that mean a big trip just dropping into a location and hanging out, or like actually tour up the coast or something like that?
I would love to do it like all of Australia eventually. I don't think that's like very soon, but I would love to.
Yeah.
Just climb everywhere and just explore. Like, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, there's so much to see around here.
Yeah.
There's so much to see.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. My partner and I, we just like, we talk about it heaps, and just like how that actually is going to come into play of like how we can do it.
Yeah.
To be able to do like 3 months somewhere would be like so sweet, just to be able to, drop into a place, feel it out. And like, it's, especially whilst traveling as well. Like it's so the part of traveling that I like is like integrating.
Yeah. You get
deeply,
settled.
Like getting settled. And knowing the person that works at the cafe and
definitely.
knowing all the local ins and outs, and just like, you don't really get that on like a 5-day trip to a place. You just kind of like running surface level the whole way across it.
Yeah. There's a good community out there in Halls Gap.
It feels it.
Yeah.
Yeah. When we were out there, we just like went to, I think it was the Friday night, went to the pizza shop there. Yeah. And it was just it was a full on vibe. Yeah. And it just like, it was the locals. There was a few obviously tourists, because that place is always humming.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just felt like, where everyone knows each other, they're asking about each other. The cop car drove past, and like dudes in the bar were just like throwing the thumbs up, and thumbs back came back. Like everyone's just like all in the same scene, which is like,
it's cool.
Yeah. I think once you get like small towns and small communities like that, it just makes them like feel so much more like, like, I don't know, caring and loving and thoughtful, I think, as well. As soon as they get big, it gets like, you lose that sense of, I don't know, purity.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. And what was the highlights in terms of climbing out there?
I did serpentine on Taipan. That was
you did that recently?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, that was kind of the goal heading out there. Cool. So it was kind of like, the first month I couldn't climb very much, and then I got that cortisone injection, and then it was kind of just working up to being able to start trying Serp again. Because I tried it a bit last year, kind of a year before this trip, and then hadn't been back on it. So that was kind of the goal. And just did some things to work my way up to it, and I felt ready to get back on it, and then got on it, and
Did you pinpoint it as well?
Yeah.
Do people go up and red point set.
Nah, there's a lot of bolts. It's mostly bolts. There's
Right.
a few pieces of gear.
Yep.
Like just a couple of cams up high.
Yeah. Necessary.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you take some big whips on it as well?
Some big whips. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The 2 cruxes they're not that run out. It's pretty fun if you fall on them.
Yeah.
So I think when I was kind of figuring out the head wall, I took some big whips just because it gets a bit spaced. Once you know what to do, I never really fell off the top after that. So I think there were some big whips in figuring that out, and then you know what to do. And yeah.
Sweet.
Such a good climb. It's for sure the best climb I've ever done. It's insane how that just exists. It's just
it's on my list.
It's absurd. Yeah, definitely.
It's on my list. I've never climbed a Taipan, but that one's on the list to do.
It's just insanely good.
Yeah.
Mm.
Do you have to ground up at every time? Like,
no, it's a second pitch, so it starts like 20, 30 meters off the ground. So I just left a fixed line in there. Then just jog up a fixed line and have a couple of burns and
cool.
Yeah.
How long did it take you to do it?
I think maybe 8 sessions.
Yep.
This trip, and then I had a few sessions on it last year.
Yep. Mega.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Shit,
Yeah. But at first, I mean, I could only really have like one burn on in a day. It's like so long. Even just at first, like mentally, I found it mentally draining being up there. Like it's pretty exposed. You get pretty run out. Like it was scary.
Yeah.
Just having all that air beneath you. It's not something I've done a lot of in the past.
Yeah.
So it took a little bit to get used to that. But it was a nice feeling after you do get used to that, and then it's just kind of, you're flowing.
You're like into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it feels super flowy.
Yeah, it's the best. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man, everyone talks about it.
Yeah.
Something to do.
Yeah.
I want to see like a really nice, like, I actually saw some photos that you posted of it, but I want to see, I don't know if I want to see fully, but I want to see like a really crisp video of it and just like the movements of it and everything like that as well.
Because there's nothing out, there's not much out there. I think there's one video of someone trying a section, but
yeah. Is it hard to film on it?
It'd be long. Like burns are very long. I think Kyle said when he did it, he reckons it was on the wall for like 40, 50 minutes.
Oh shit.
I think it was a bit quicker, but you're on there for a long time.
Yeah.
Just because of the style, it's like hard section and then you sit on a big jug and like recover. So it's kind of slow in that sense.
And the jugs are decent jugs too.
There's massive jugs. Yeah.
That's
some of them are like
interesting style. Yeah.
big jugs with like average feet. But there's lots of good jugs.
Yeah.
Which I think is something that it taught me a lot trying it. Like I think I've naturally looked for climbs that are pretty short, like power endurance. You just start and step on the gas until you're done.
Yeah.
So it taught me a lot having to kind of slow down and really recover, and it was good. Like I think it made me a better route climber, which is it's good.
Yeah, recovery is such a big part as well, and it's like so hard to get comfortable with it. Like
Definitely
just dropping in and letting go and releasing all the tension in the body to actually like allow the body to recover fast.
Yeah,
and to do it, not just whilst climbing, but under exposure and potentially on a run out and like all those things as well. It was all just plays such a big part.
Definitely,
which is all just massive learning curves.
Yeah,
yeah. SERP, wow. So that was a standout. Was there any other stories around?
What else? I did India at Arapiles. That was pretty cool.
Nice.
That was fun.
Yeah, India's sick.
Yeah, I tried that a few years ago and got pretty shut down on it. So it's nice to come back and have a better time.
Yeah, yeah.
But that's a really cool climb.
I think I've always thought of you as more of a boulderer than a route climber. Am I wrong in saying that?
No. I mean, like I started out as a route climber. Like when I was 12, I joined the Hard Rock Youth Squad, and I kind of didn't boulder at all, really. For a few years, just climbing on a rope. And then 2020, I got a job at Boulder Lab, and then I kind of just went all in on bouldering for a few years. Like I didn't touch a rope. And then I feel like now I'm kind of coming back to rope climbing. Like I didn't do much bouldering when I was out there. I did a bit like on days when I couldn't find a partner or like I did do some bouldering, but I do prefer route climbing.
Yeah, I'm the same.
Yeah.
I also just haven't had like that pure bouldering experience of like putting time into a boulder. Like I think my longest project would be straining rail. Yeah. And that's just because I just didn't go back to Macedon Ranges for so long, and I went back whenever it was, sometime this year, I think. Yeah, I think it was this year. Yeah. But like that's only my longest boulder project because I just like had a lot of years in between it, I haven't actually put like time into boulders and to actually feel I think what would be like what everyone feels in terms of the benefits of getting a send and putting the time in and being in the process. But I find it easier to be in the process on a route
Yeah.
and kind of like work in sections and everything like that as well.
I think it's more rewarding on a rope, I find.
It feels it.
And like
yeah.
I do love, like I've had lots of big bouldering projects and put like time into things, and that is fun, and I do love it. But yeah, at least right now, like I'm pretty psyched on rope.
Yeah.
I think that like I love that about climbing. There's so many different avenues and different things you can go down, and
Totally.
yeah, just follow your psych, and it's good.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think it's how you keep your psych like pure as well.
Yeah.
And it's like as soon as it starts to wane somewhere, especially like to keep your psych, if you don't have, belay partners or something like that, then move to bouldering and jump in there, or move to trad, move to deep water solo, move to indoor, move to outdoor, put a home wall in.
Literally.
Like
There's
it's just
so many things.
you can get so psyched on a little home wall as well.
Yeah.
It's like this is it. you know?
Definitely. Yeah.
Just go in the process on a little like 5-move boulder on a home wall.
Yeah. I felt that as well.
Totally, yeah.
Yeah.
You got is that so in the film? Is that your home wall?
Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah.
Looks nice.
Yeah, it's good.
Looks nice.
Yeah, it's fun.
Bit of a blend of things, not just like little crimps. I saw like a couple of bigger holds on it and stuff.
Yeah, it's got a bit of everything. Yeah.
Nice.
Some like broken holds from work at Boulder Lab, and then some wooden things I've made and stuff I've bought, and yeah, it's good.
Broken is in hard to trust broken, or broken is in it's okay?
Nah, like no, you can trust it. It's just like commercially, it's not. Yeah, it doesn't work. Like one of them, the whole like bolt hole that the bolt goes in has just ripped out. So there's just a circle in the hold where the like bolt hole used to be.
Oh yeah.
So just
we just screw it in.
Yeah, I just put a bunch of screw holes around it. And it's fine. Yeah.
Well, dude, this has been an absolute journey.
Yeah.
As your journey has been as well.
Yeah.
We'll name this the podcast that broke me, I guess.
Yeah.
Emotionally and physically, this one broke me.
Yeah.
But yeah, absolute pleasure, man. I'll let you get out of here. I feel like I've taken too much of your time.
Good. Yeah, it's been awesome.
Thanks
for having me on.
No stress. Yeah,
Appreciate
absolutely. I think I would have loved to have you on before. Like I actually reached out to you before I even knew that was a film that was coming out.
Yeah. And
it seemed like that was just again
timing.
It seems like you are wrapped in perfect timing for some reason.
At the moment, at least.
Yeah. Savor it.
Yeah.
Where like I didn't know about the video. I was asking you to come on, and it just didn't work out. I wasn't going out to the Gramps while you're living out there, and the video came out, and we probably would have spoken about it on the podcast, but to be able to have that to draw upon and see the visuals and everything like that as well, it's even more impressive to see. Yeah. So yeah, fucking sick, man. Keep doing what you're doing.
Thanks, man.
Yeah,
appreciate it.
It's really nice to see. And I'm happy to chat to you. I'm happy to when people spend their time wanting to, whether it's just to speak to me or speak about climbing, it just shows how much I think climbing means to them.
Yeah.
And, I'd love for people to know what it means to me as well. Yeah. So it's always nice to chat about it. I always find it's easy to chat about it as well. Yeah. Which is great. Yeah. Love climbing. Yeah, it's the best. Yeah. Nice. That's the spot to leave it. So thank you all for tuning in. We'll see Sam out there sending hard stuff and doing his thing. Hopefully. Thank you, mate. We'll speak to you soon. Sounds good. Bye. See ya.
Basically, rock climbing became a way of life.